Good morning, Ben.
Hello.
Oh, this is exciting.
Yeah, so there's a heater pad on the top of the oven.
I see, yes, I can see it there.
That gets hot, and then this whole drawer gets to about 50, 60 degrees just to keep the plates warm.
It's fabulous.
Yeah, so it seems to work.
Okay.
We're going to leave it on today.
All right, and see how it gets on. Yeah, before the season starts, let's give it a test.
Yeah, we'll give it a test.
What I love most of all is the fact that this oven is not purely decorative anymore. No. It's being used.
It was already not decorative because we've got the champagne bucket there.
Oh, and that's enough to make it very, very useful. I don't know how people live without one.
Wasn't that the original water heater?
Yes, it's a hot water supply, which we now use as a champagne bucket when needed. I mean, I feel it hasn't been needed enough, I'm not going to lie.
We can add ice, and then we can add, because it's insulated, add ice, and then a little bit of salt, and then we can just open that tap so that the water goes in, and then you can drain the tap from below.
There's actually we've built the control panel to mimic the original cast iron.
It's great.
It looks exactly the same.
Yeah, doesn't draw the eye.
If we need to get to it to work on it in the future, it's held in on magnets.
Oh, that is so good.
It's not damaged the original look of the stove.
And we could use this stove as it was meant to be used in the past if we ever need to in future.
Exactly, the cables will just come out, the drawers will come out.
Oh, I love it, Ben. Yeah. I really love it. Okay, well, let's keep our fingers crossed that it's all working.
Okay, yeah.
It is time for me to get to work, and I'm upstairs in the corridor outside our bedroom, attempting to turn it into a mini library. However, what sounds simple at Lalande never is. And here, as you can see, we have a fairly major space issue. One of the bookcases has already come up. That's the one with the broken glass. Philip's going to bring the second one up later. I have some suitcases to move, but the bigger problem is this piece of furniture, which is a secrétaire that Natty used to use and I think is not being used for much at the moment. So I'm going to try to clear it and see if I can move it into Philip's study, which is the room down there. Because otherwise, when this bookshelf goes in, we are not going to be able to open the doors. Even then, it's going to be a little bit tricky because we have this archway as well in the corridor. Still, I honestly think that having more space for books up here will be fabulous. We have this great bookcase, but it is already completely full. This is going to need an extremely good dust before I put anything in. I'm going to use a little wet wipes to pick up the dust, and then I have a lovely beeswax to nourish it. It's funny how the worse the before is, the more satisfying the cleaning is. I mean, it immediately transforms it. But the best bit is the beeswax because it just smells so good. Then you can tell that the wood is desperate for it. I still need to clean the glass. I will do that probably last. I've started putting books in and I have listened to all of you in the comments. We're starting at the base. Not the very base because that's going to be filled with the things from this cupboard that we still need to keep in here. These are fabulous books that Philip and I got at Brocante in the south of France. These are all the different regional styles of France, mainly the sort of countryside styles. And then these are the different French periods of design through time. So the bigger books are going down here, and then I've got space for smaller books going up. Whilst Philip and Dave are running around trying to get rooms ready and Marie is sorting out all of the pantry and the kitchen,
Pavlina is outside dealing with the terrace. Look at this powerhouse of a woman. Okay, it's already looking better, Pavlina.
Oh, thank you. I was actually very happy. Lots of plants survived.
Yeah.
Perennials.
They're looking good.
I mean, the sedums, they will survive anything, but there are other things that are coming out. I'm so happy.
Oh, that's good. And you're going to just plant then some new ones.
Yeah, to make it more colorful.
There's all the chrysanthemums that Philip got from the supermarket and anything else.
Yeah, and we got some pansies before that.
Excellent.
So that will be for the few first months when it's still cool.
Okay, so by, 3 days' time, we should see quite a transformation out here. And I hope we see a transformation inside because, oh my goodness, the China pantry, it's at the stage of getting worse before it gets better.
Oh my God.
Yeah, worse.
that stage usually lasts a really long time with us. But in this case, we have 3 days till guests arrive on Thursday. I went downstairs to get the glass cleaner, and when I came up, I saw that's it. Philip's moved the last bit in place.
Which shows the full extent of the problem that we have because it's almost impossible to get between the two.
So we've got a new test as to whether one needs to be on a diet.
It's a diet library.
Yeah.
Intellect only comes with lack of food, which is a worry, actually, because I like both, reading and eating.
Stimulation.
I think you may be the only person able to use this library, Hanny.
Doggo.
You and Galahad will have to refer to you to all things. Like, yes, if you could just look up the year of Henry IV's birth.
Reel out.
Don't worry, I'm working on it.
It does look great up here, though.
Well, if minus this.
Yeah.
Once I can get rid of that, it will be free knowledge for all.
This is exciting.
I think I'm going to manage to push this out by myself. I've got it this far. If I can just get it into Philip's study, and we can find a spot for it in here. Actually, this is making a huge difference. I think we can actually... Oh my goodness! I didn't even think that they would open that far. That's great. There we go. I think I'm winning.
My goodness, the weather cannot make its mind up today. Beautiful, then miserable, now beautiful again. Bonjour Jean-Christophe! Comment allez-vous? Super, merci. Ah, ça commence à aller beaucoup mieux ici.
Ça devrait se terminer avant de...
Ah ouais, c'est chouette.
Ça devrait être tout propre.
Et merci d'avoir aidé Philippe avec le placard. C'est super. Look at this, they're really getting it under control. What a transformation. Up here it looks as though things are getting worse, but I think they're getting better.
They are. They're getting way more organised.
Yeah. I've started on this side, which is going to be the cookery books, because we're closer to the kitchen here than they were in the attic. Philip's still sorting out the porcelain and antiques and architecture. It's not big enough.
That too. I mean, this is not even half. That one's full, and there's more downstairs and more upstairs. But they're not really in any order.
Not yet. Well, look, that's something we can do next winter.
Yes.
Maybe with a whiskey, a couple of little stools up here. We'll have fun. But the most important thing is that all of the different types are together, which they are. You have design and I have cookery.
Oh, sure.
We're going to pause for one moment there because there is the most delicious smell coming from the kitchen and I'm going to investigate.
This is what was a siren call that brought us downstairs. You've made waffles. Oh, hang on, Marie, you're having them with cheese.
Yes, and I just found the brown Norwegian cheese so we can have properly as well.
Oh, yeah, heck, I'm copying that. This is perfection. I've got salted butter in here and cheese.
That was unbelievably delicious and now I am fortified and we're getting on with cookery books.
Philip's being an angel and ferrying them down from the attic for me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I am so excited to find this one. All pudding recipes, which means that I can get my Grimwade's quick cooker pudding bowl out again and make some truly delicious things. Maybe steamed ginger pudding rather than spotted dick coming up. And I have the best app that I found, thanks to one of my patrons who told me about it in a comment. This is not an ad, it's just someone told me about it, and you just scan the barcode of all of your cookery books. And it's really fast. I just scan it, then I can put it straight in. And, you know, these are not particularly famous cookery books. And it finds everyone without a shadow of a doubt straight away. I mean, some of the slightly older ones I may be going to struggle with. This clearly belonged to my father. 120 ways of using bread, because, of course, bread built an empire. And it tells me that so far I have 76 books. And you can see... we barely started, and that's 76 cookery books already. And then, if you think, oh, I had this delicious pork recipe, whatever it is, you just type the ingredients in, and it will bring up every single recipe that you've got in any of your books.
Oh, wow.
And you can just then go to the book that you want to look something up in.
And it's locating the book, I suppose.
It's incredible. It's amazing.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but if they're here, that's going to be easier. So I'm having a whale of a time, actually. I'm thoroughly enjoying
I wish I had this for architecture, my architecture books or the porcelain books.
Being able to sort all books, to search them this way.
So where did I read that
Good
again?
idea.
Yeah.
So I'm just carrying on, scanning barcodes, very happy. To be fair, meatless dishes for hay dieters was not in there. However, I was pretty impressed because these old ones are Taste of Scotland in Food and Pictures and Favourite Home Baking Recipes. I managed to find both of those.
I've still got a little bit to do. I've just got to make these look pretty
Yeah.
on the side there. But they're insulated all down. So it should help keep the heat in, because obviously this is a big cast iron
Yeah.
box and it will just suck the heat out of the oven.
We're ready in time for the season starting.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
exciting. Thank you.
Perfect, no problem.
Well, we've only gone and done it. We have a mini library.
We do.
And Philip brought the chair in, and also we had a carafe of whiskey on top of one of the cupboards here, which we haven't touched, and we thought, well, let's make it a little feature. I mean, it's an antisocial place to read, but I think it's a great place to sit and work out if it's the right book. You know,
Sure.
Is this the one with the recipe that I want? Is this the one with the photo that I was looking for?
Is reading a social occasion?
It is with us.
Well, yes.
It always is with us.
That is true.
I love it. It's made me really happy. We have some books on top. They're the ones that are too deep to go in underneath. The section of art and design is almost full. We've still got a lot more books to move down here. And I've barely started on the cookery books. I mean, I could fill that easily with the ones from the attic. We will carry on bringing them down later, but I think tomorrow the most important thing is the china pantry downstairs. So today was the little library corridor, tomorrow the china pantry. And now we are going to get changed. I'm feeling incredibly grubby, and we've been invited to a little party, a little housewarming party in a nearby village, because some really lovely friends of ours who are patrons of the Chateau Diaries have bought a house here, and we're going to go and see it for the very first time. I love the way we've taken a really narrow corridor that we couldn't really do anything with, which is quite dark and moody, and a little bit like the kitchen corridor, we've turned it into a usable space that's both pretty and useful. As you can see, there is only one place to be in the local area tonight. Everyone is here. Mike, it's amazing. We just looked upstairs. It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to show the world your kitchen.
Oh, no problem.
This is a before photo. So this is the kitchen as it looked when they bought it. And ta-da! This is the kitchen now. Isn't it absolutely spectacular? What a transformation. It's just the most gorgeous place. And it's really tidy, all of the cupboards. I'm really blown away by what they've achieved. And this kitchen they made in 6 weeks.
And you will all understand why I find that so incredibly impressive.
You're looking very sharp tonight, Chris.
He scrubs up all right, doesn't
He does, he scrubs up well. And isn't the food amazing? Oh my goodness, there's dessert.
Yeah.
I just finished a plate of the
I've been waiting to dig into this. And then I got 2 servings of it, thinking someone else would want one. Turns out they don't, so I'm eating both.
Yeah, well done.
I don't care. I'm eating both.
I've emptied the shop. Do you want to have a look?
All right, I'll come with you. Oh, wow. So this is the throughway from the road.
Correct.
Oh, I love this.
And you know what?
Is that the old?
Little heart.
Is that the old loop?
Believe it or not, that is an upside down butt. Or a right side up. An upside down heart above. So yes, there is actually a toilet.
You are joking.
Nope.
How did you guess that that was the loo?
Because they usually have a cutout windows for the smells. Oh my gosh.
Oh, why did you bother putting another one in, Mike?
I don't know.
I mean, that's great.
Anyways, this is where the horse and carriage would have been brought
Yes.
in and stuff. And I actually talked to the guy that lives in that one, and he said that they really did bring horses and carriages in here.
Oh, and there's Karen, the mastermind behind the design of that kitchen.
And the mastermind behind the incredibly delicious food that we're eating.
So I had to buy this because the water and the power and the heat was on this side.
Right, because it used to be one house and then they tried to split it.
Yes, yeah, they were going to turn it into a pizza parlor.
Oh.
So you originally bought one half, and now you're buying the other half.
Correct.
Because you didn't have enough to do.
Correct. But this is the original workshop, which I actually spoke to the owner.
This is amazing.
His dad built furniture in here.
Really?
Oh!
I wonder if we've got any of this furniture at Lalande.
Has Amory seen this?
Not yet.
Oh my goodness. He's here at the party as well.
Yeah.
Look at this.
I'm just wondering if any of the
Believe it.
furniture that was made here ended up at Lalande.
You never know, do you? You really don't know.
Yeah.
We were just saying that Amory had to come in here. I want to see his reaction.
That's amazing shit. You have to shave something down.
No, it's to make a rebate, like a rabbit.
Yes.
So you got that on the edge, and then you just go in. Well, I won't do it because it's actually pretty.
Watch it. They're sharp.
Jesus, they're still bloody sharp.
They're really sharp.
They were looked after well.
So you go against a piece of wood like this.
Yeah.
There's your block. That's your shoulder. So you go up against the edge of the wood, and you just go backwards and
make it.
backwards, and you bring it down. So you actually create a rebate like that.
Clever, very clever.
Look at this. Do you know what that one is?
No idea. No.
It's making an Otis. So you know in
I don't know what an Otis is.
in the windows.
Yeah.
You know how the windows close?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So the oval
Yeah.
that makes the oval.
Oh, come on, that is clever.
That makes the oval. And they're still super duper sharp.
They are
Like,
really sharp.
bloody hell.
Space.
And you knock it like the Japanese planes still do it. So in Europe and all that, we have a little knob to twist the blade to come back and forwards. So the frog, but you take the frog out, and then you put the depth of the blade
Where
to
you want it, and then you knock it in.
Then you knock the frog in.
That is clever.
God, double rebate.
It's like me looking at an auction.
Yeah, it looks exactly like you with porcelain.
I'm not kidding. When Karen said, "Do you think we should buy this?" I looked over at that shelf and all this stuff, and right here, unfortunately, the owner took it away. But there was another workbench like that,
Oh.
and I said, "Yeah."
That's it.
The
Decision made.
workbench- the planes alone are worth probably more than the building itself.
Make a tongue and groove.
It's impressive. It's really impressive, and I love to see passion. And there's passion in Amory and Mike right now.
Chisels.
Oh, your chisels, Mike!
You know what?
Oh, can I see his chisels as well?
They're not chisels, they're cold chisels.
But look at what they're made out of.
They're rebar.
Yeah.
Nice. Wow.
That's a man in his happy place. Hello. It's gorgeous. It's so. We've just been over to the workshop. It is amazing. I don't think Amory's going. Oh, we finally made it over. I thought we were going to leave you there all night.
Check your pockets to make sure you don't take it.
Check away.
I want to show everyone your sexy sink.
I've seen these. I'm
How
very jealous.
cool is that? And you haven't seen everything yet. Right. Oh no. So that is amazing. Like for France, that is very advanced. We don't usually see that.
Why do we not have this?
I don't.
I was wondering why it didn't have this. So filtered water.
Filtered water, very nice.
Okay, and this tray goes back and forth. I
Yeah,
have one that
that's
has
lovely.
also is solid
Yep.
as well, and a cutting board. Then
That's my favourite
and you can wash your vegetables in here.
I'm so sorry. I can only apologise. I do not know why we haven't got this.
And then they have this is one of my favorite things too.
It's so pretty. It's so pretty.
That is very fancy.
And then
Oh, I love it. Yep, I have sink envy.
Let me know when you do the chest. I'll come over.
well, yeah, you know, we do need somebody to house it. So everybody come.
There you are.
Chris, yes, you just turned off the lights.
Did I?
I did pegs at my other house in the
Yes.
States, and I use these all the time for cutting boards, for different things, and I love using the pegs because I have garlic and shallots and stuff like that.
No, it's gorgeous. Really, very, very beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
And I can't wait to see what you do with the rest of it. It's going to be stunning.
And then we're going to get some hooks for this.
Yes.
The ladder that I don't use. I have a 6'2" husband.
Yeah, you don't need that. Isn't it beautiful coming home to this?
Beautiful.
It's like a Disney castle with these lights and the pink glow.
It's really nice.